Do you want to record again? Oh, you are.
Yeah, I'll record. I just hit record. So we will pick up take 2, round 2.
Okay. I think I got through. I don't know if I got through all this or not with you guys. Okay. So this is my last slide, actually. It's just objections are part of the job, you guys. So just understanding that objections are just their limiting beliefs, things that are stopping them from joining you. It's just an attempt to protect themselves from fear of failure and rejection. Nobody likes that feeling, and so we're going to do our best to protect ourselves. So you do need to reinforce all the answers that you're giving them in those back messages in your posts, okay? Because the more you do that, the more credible you're going to seem. And it's not like you're just telling them that information, like you're putting it out there for everybody to see that you're combating this for them, okay? And then finally, we do hear a lot of people saying, you know what, I'm going to wait until school starts and my kids are back on a schedule, or I'm going to wait until New Year's to start. I'm going to wait after my son's wedding. Like, everybody's got stuff going on. No matter what, our schedule is always going to be full. There is never going to be like the perfect time to do anything. And it's just trying to get them to realize that. So just telling them, you know, think about how much further you would be if you started now versus October. Or, you know, just because you're doing a fitness program and you're maybe doing some different tweaks to your nutrition, doesn't mean you still can't indulge. It doesn't mean you can't go on a fall trip somewhere. It just means you're doing things in moderation, okay? If you were a doctor, would you tell a patient, you know what, I'm gonna wait until like January 1st for you to start this prescription just because, you know what, I actually hit my quota this year and I don't need anybody else to start on medication, so I think you should just wait. You wouldn't do that. So why would we make that okay for our challengers to wait to start a fitness program, okay? You don't really want to tell people you're going to be so sorry that you missed out on all this, but you can say that in a nice way. You want that fear of missing out. Tell them, you know what, our group is amazing. We've got so much interaction. You would love it. We would love to have you as a part of this, and let's do this together, okay? And then a lot of times, like going into this time of year when people are trying to join the business, they say, you know what, I don't want to become a coach now. We're going to be going into the holidays and I'm just going to start in January. Well, telling people, you know what, right now is the best time to get into this business because you can establish your business, you can start to learn the ropes a little bit, and you're ready to rock and roll for January. So it's just kind of putting things in perspective for them. But that is what I have for you guys. And I would love to answer any questions that you have. Or if there's any other objections that you still have that I didn't cover, or you're like, what the heck did she just talk about? Nobody?
She covered all, man, I told her I'm making you work this work. We gave her lots of objections. She did an awesome job handling them. We did have one new one come up today, Nicole, that joked around in our team message if you were going to handle this objection, that a customer's daughter's classroom was not set up with cat posters, and this woman was a mess and could not focus on anything else. Yes, the look on your face is, that was exactly what her message said, that she's a wreck. Her daughter's classroom has not been set up properly for first grade. There were no inspirational cat posters even posted. How are these kids supposed to learn? I cannot focus on my health and fitness.
Wow. I would honestly tell her, like, take a deep breath, get a good night's sleep. Let's talk tomorrow. Like, I don't even know how to handle that one.
Yeah, Nicole, that was my person, and I screenshot that message to the team. I'm like, is this real life? Like, I don't even know what to say. I gave her some tough love, and I'm going to follow up tomorrow. But
I would say, like, there's probably a million other things, and that was like the straw that broke the camel's back for her. Like, her daughter's room is just not set up, and so I'm sure. I'm not sure. I'm just hoping that there's other things that are going on that's making her stressed out. But I would say, sleep on it, get a good night's rest. Let's chat tomorrow and follow up with her. So don't be afraid to follow up with your people.
I have
I'll be
one.
following up.
I just remembered I have one. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I've had a few people that say they've tried Shakeology before and they didn't like it, or they didn't want monthly debit or deduction from their, what is it called? I can't even talk.
Home Direct.
Yes, Home Direct. And I've just kind of said, oh, okay, I'm so glad you tried it and they even liked it and had results, but I think it was more the price, or I think every person has been different, but I was curious if you've run into that.
Yeah, I've come across people who have tried it like years ago. Well, first of all, like Greenberry used to be horrendous, and they kind of reformulated that.
Mm-hmm.
So some of the flavors have been reformulated. Also, I think we have gotten so much better at concocting different recipes and really finding like what works. I mean, some people will shake up lukewarm water in a blender bottle and throw in the tropical strawberry, and they're like, well, this tastes like garbage. Yeah, it tastes like garbage.
Yeah.
So I think just giving them direction, like mix it with a cup of ice, do 12 ounces of liquid and give them some different options.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's just their preparation. And I only say that with the strawberries because that was Abby's first experience with it. She went to Shauna's Shake and Share, and she literally said it was like hot water with strawberry. Abby still bought it, but she's like, it was disgusting.
Oh my.
So I think if they've purchased it and they never had the guidance of a coach, it can be really like, I tried it, I don't like it.
What about the monthly debit or the Home Direct? They don't want that monthly bill. You get the price.
I always tell them, you have the ability, super easy way to adjust your shipping dates now. You can change your flavors. You can skip a month if you need to. But then I also tell them, you know what, as a coach, you can receive a 25% discount. And if you have a few friends that want to join you on this, your Shakeology can be completely paid for. So I go the whole discount coaching option too.
Okay, sounds good. Thanks.
Yeah, I'll piggyback on Nicole with that they've really done a nice job of making it easier to handle your account online.
Yes.
I'm one of those people who hates calling. I hate calling places. I put it off forever. So I try not to like Nicole said, not focus on the fact that you can delay or skip a month or whatever else, but let them know that it's super easy to manage their subscription online. I let them know that they'll get emails from Beachbody. They'll get one from me before anything ships. And I always mark when customers purchase. I mark like 3 weeks later in my date book so that I remind them, hey, your next shipment is set to, go out next week. Are you ready for it? If you are, rock on. If you're not, let me know and I'll walk you through how to make sure you don't get charged for it. Like, just reassuring them that they're not going to just see some random charge without at least being aware of it. And that it's super easy to manage without having to like sit on hold with customer service forever.
Right.
Sounds good.
Yeah. And I just think that email from Beachbody is awesome too. Like your order is going to ship. Make sure you make changes in 5 days. Like we never had that before.
Okay.
I have a question.
Yes.
You talked about the Shakeology breakout video. And are you sending that video primarily through Facebook, or do you match it to however you were talking with your customer? Is it emails, text message, through Messenger as well? It just depends on how you were speaking with them.
Yeah, I think most of my conversations happen through Facebook Messenger. So I'll just copy the YouTube link into the message. But if I'm texting them, I'll throw it into a text message. However, we're chatting.
Okay.
Yeah.
And make sure to share the ones that are linked to your account through the online office. I know I've been guilty a few times where I've just shortcutted and gone to YouTube instead of like logging into the office, and it just seemed like it was like, I'll just go straight to YouTube and find it. The problem with that is that as soon as that video's over, the next video that like shows up could be why I canceled my Beachbody account and why Shakeology's a scam, and like you don't know what content they are going to see after that video concludes. So I send them the direct link to the video through my online office so that it minimizes them seeing stuff that's going to sway them the opposite direction of what you're intending.
Yeah, for sure. Cool.
Other questions?
No. Okay.
I totally learned stuff. Like I was driving, so I couldn't take notes, but when you were talking about the cost expense, I was like, okay, I need to go back and listen to this because I want to write that down and look at this PowerPoint, because even I, after doing this for several years, learned a ton from this call from you. So that's exactly why I wanted her to like come and talk to you guys, because it's always great to hear new ideas and a fresh take on things like objections, because we're always facing them. So I cannot thank you enough, Nicole. That was amazing. And thank you so much for taking time out of your crazy busy life to chat with us. And we love you. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. And I'll shoot you this PDF of all the slides so you have it. And like I said, all the actual like messages are on there, so you don't have to like take a bunch of notes.
Yay. That's amazing.
All right. All right. Bye, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks.